Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last part of Avatar The Way of Water spoiler talk. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, continuing on from what happened last time, Neytiri and Jake enter the sinking ship. They split up trying to find their daughters. As they enter, they have to fight lots of soldiers along the way. Not sure why there are still so many soldiers left. I mean, they already had a pretty big battle prior to this, so whatever. When James Cameron is making action sequences, I'm not gonna complain. So, during this time, Spider gets on board. This is where this gets very interesting for Neytiri. I love this. So Neytiri, after losing Neteyam, she just goes crazy and kills soldiers left and right, screaming out loud when she makes a kill. Just scary. And not just scary for the audience, it's scary for Spider as well. We get a large portion of this rampage through the eyes of Spider. I love it. In action sequences, the most important element is not the action. It is the story, the drama, the reason for the audience to care about the stuff that we're seeing playing out on screen. This Neytiri rampage is great, but when being watched through the perspective of Spider, it elevates it so much by adding some horror elements. Plus, this perspective is also built up to something much more serious in the next scene. Again, more drama, which is excellent. So Took is found. I forgot by who, Loak maybe, or Neytiri, it doesn't matter. She's not important. After killing a bunch of faceless goons, Jake finally finds Miles. He has Kiri at her throat. Jake throws down his weapon as per Miles' order. Spider sees this and comes to tell his father to let Kiri go. Neytiri, who is watching all of this from the shadows, finds her chance and jumps into the confrontation by holding a knife on Spider, threatening Miles to free Kiri. Again, the drama. From the beginning we already got the hint when Neytiri told Jake that she doesn't like having Spider around her kids. Then Spider, being scared by Neytiri's rampage, now she's literally putting his life on the line in order to save her own daughter. It's great. So Spider is so scared, like he is about to shit in his underwear. I guess that's an underwear. Initially, Miles is still putting up a front, pretending not to care about Spider, saying he is not the real father. But after Neytiri cuts Spider's chest, Miles gives up. Which is a little weak, to be honest. This moment has only one build up, which is Miles stopping the torture way back in the first act, but it is necessary for the end, which I will talk about later. So, the family wins. Everyone is safe. They're about to leave, but Miles starts taunting Jake, telling him that no matter where Jake is hiding, he will always find him. Jake finally has enough, decides to make his last stand, and ends Miles once and for all. Then we get this big brawl between Jake and Miles. The ship starts to flip as the water comes in. Spider takes Kiri to climb over the ship. Neytiri and Took fall into the ship and are trapped inside. Jake and Miles fall into the ship as well, but they keep on fighting. Kiri, Spider, and Loa goes to find their family. In the end, Jake successfully beats Miles, but is not able to kill him. He gets flushed deeper into the ship as the water comes in. Spider and Loak re-enter the ship. Spider finds Miles trapped under the debris. After some hesitation, he decides to save Miles. What the fuck? Spider sucks throughout the movie already, having an affection towards Kiri which is based on pretty much nothing, making the decisions to help Miles, which is also based on nothing, and now decides to save Miles just because Miles didn't let Neytiri kill him after telling everyone that he doesn't care about him. Just why? You know why? Because apparently James Cameron wants Miles to be the central villain throughout the entire Avatar franchise. Just why? This means Miles is not gonna be dead in at least the next two sequels, which is still up in the air. By the way, we don't know if we're gonna get that many Avatar movies. It all depends on this one, which costs $400 million to make. Moving on, Spider takes Miles out of the sea. Loak finds Jake and they are both trapped in the ship. The water keeps rising as they are running out of air. Jake tells Loak to leave as he won't make it to the surface. He doesn't have the energy left after fighting Miles. where Jake starts teaching him what Rhea taught him during their training. He puts his hand on Jake's stomach, telling him to feel the sea, and that's all shit. How the way of water connects everything. Jake is happy with his son finally become one of Metcaina. On the other hand, Kiri, after being linked with the jellyfish that gives her breathing ability in water, commands the sea fireflies to gather at the ship. With a single wave of her hand, the fireflies swim into the ship, forming paths of light throughout the entire ship. Neytiri and Took see the light just when they're about to drown. Kiri comes in with the fireflies and tells them that everything will be okay. She brings them out of the ship following the path mapped out by the firefly. Jake and Loa sees the light as well. They take a deep breath and start following the light to find a way out. In the end, everyone makes it out alive following the fireflies. Spider takes Miles to a shore. As Miles sits onto his Ikran, he asks Spider to go with him. Spider refuses and leaves for the Solis. The Solis gathered around Neteum and they hug each other as the fight has finally ended, at least temporarily, until the next movie. Back at the Metcaina clan, the clan holds a Metcaina burial for Neteum where his body will forever be buried under the sea. In this scene, we also see Kiri and Spider holding hands. Wow. Just please stop.
Hey, stop it!
Just no. I don't care what other things. I don't think this relationship is built well enough.
No, don't like that.
After the funeral, Jake founds Tonowari and Ronell. Jake tells them that he will take his family someplace else. But Tonowari and Ronell accept his family into the clan and welcome them to stay. Jake takes the offer. Jake and Neytiri go to the underwater Tree of Souls. After linking with it, Jake and Neytiri enter a vision where we see the scene during the opening, where Jake is teaching Neteum to hunt at a pond. Tears drop from his eyes as Jake looks at the young Neteum. Neytiri is looking at them behind the leaves inside the woods. Jake finally learns that running away will not resolve anything. He vows to stay and fight to protect his family. Oh, that's Avatar 2. Lots of problems. After making these breakdowns, the problems are still there, still bugging me, but the third act is amazing. The build towards the third act is shaky and weak, but the payoff is definitely satisfying, at least for me. So, what do you think about the movie? Do you think it will be a financial success? Can it beat the first one? I personally don't, and so far the numbers are proving me right. Do you think we will get more of Avatar? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you more with reviews in the future. See you next time.
Move along.